Hey, so let's make some banana bread in a rice cooker. But let's make it even better, and since it's blueberry season, let's add some blueberries. Stay tuned. So what are we going to do today? Today, you're going to kind of travel along with me as I experiment. I've had a few people reaching out and they've watched some of my rice cooker videos and asking for more recommendations of what else they could cook in the rice cooker besides rice. So today I'm going to experiment. I had a few bananas, and actually you can see them behind me, that have gone beyond, well, they're ripe, really ripe. So I figured let's make banana bread, and but let's do it in the rice cooker. And because it's August now, and up in New England, you guys are like dancing in blueberries up there in Maine. I got some nice fresh blueberries. So I'm going to make a banana blueberry bread in the rice cooker. And like I said, I'm experimenting because this is the first time I've even tried it. Now I've done some cakes and breads in the rice cooker before, and they've come out fine. And I'm thinking it's going to come out okay, but you never know. So you're seeing this real time. I haven't practiced this. Sometimes you do some things with food, they come out, sometimes they don't, so I'm keeping it real. Alrighty, what's going to be going into our banana blueberry bread? Well, I'm just going to go ahead and start throwing some ingredients in the pan or in the bowl, and we'll get this rolling. Right now, I've got two bananas that are overly ripe, mushy, smelling really good. So I'm going to go ahead and take those, throw that behind me, and get these in my bowl here, give them a nice mash. Then I'm going to go ahead and add some eggs and some sugar, all that stuff that you put in banana bread. Okay, bananas in the bowl. I'm just going to go ahead and give them a mash here, mash them up really good. So those who've made banana bread before, you know what I'm doing. Kind of work on your wet ingredients first, and we'll go ahead and add the dry ingredients. Okay, my bananas are mashed, so I'm going to go ahead and add a half a cup of sugar in here, and I have one egg that I've scrambled up a little bit here. So I'm going to incorporate all this so it's nice and smooth. Smelling really good. I mean, bananas always smell good, even when they're overripe, way overripe, to the point where you got to throw them away. They're still smelling good. Now, I have about 3/4 of a stick of butter that I've melted and cooled. So I'm going to go ahead and add that into my liquids. There we go. Nice and incorporated. Now I'm going to go ahead and add 1 cup of all-purpose flour that I sifted. So I will mix that in. And while I'm mixing that in, I also have a teaspoon of baking soda, so we'll get them both in at the same time. Going with the rest of my flour here. Make a nice batter. Whoop! There we go. It's mess time. So it's looking good here. Coming together. And almost there. A couple more. Turn to the spoon here, and our batter will be just about done. Okay, at this point, my batter looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and add 1.5 tablespoons of buttermilk. So in goes the buttermilk. Kind of get that folded in here, mixed in. Looking good. And now I have about 1/2 cup of blueberries, and I'm just going to fold these in using fresh blueberries. I'm not using the frozen blueberries. Frozen blueberries you could use, but they tend to kind of bleed out a little bit, and they'll make the batter all blue, and I don't want the batter all blue. So there you go. It's as easy as that. Okay, so the buttermilk is very important. You've got to add that. Now, if you don't have buttermilk, I don't know it right off the top of my head, but there is a recipe for making buttermilk if you need to make your own because you can't get some buttermilk or have any available to you. So I will post that in the description of this video. Now let's go ahead and get the rice cooker ready. So I'm just going to open it up, take the get the bowl out of here. I'm going to give the bowl a little spray of baking spray here. We do not want this sticking. And I've had great success with getting cakes out of this bowl here. I mean, oh, look at this. Ah, just get a little flour in it. There we go. Got that. Wow. All right. So moving on. Batter into the bowl. Get it all in there. And as I'm pouring this batter in the bowl, I'm thinking, wow, this would make really good pancakes too. I might have to try that. Try to get everything out of here. There we go. There we go. Into the rice cooker. Now we got to get this thing started. So I'm going to go to my menu here, and I have some options. I am using my Zogurishi, my larger one. So I'm going to go ahead and set it for cake. It says 65 minutes. Now my experience so far is I usually end up having to add a little time to this. No big deal. If you got to add time, add a little time. So got it set for cake, 65 minutes. Hit the start button. Listen to that twinkle twinkle little star again, and we'll just come back later and check on it when it says it's ready. Okay, we're back. I have been summoned to the rice cooker, and it's telling me that the blueberry banana bread is ready. So let me go ahead and open this up, and let's take a look in here. Whoa, Nelly. Look at that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take the pot out, get out here, let it cool down a little bit. Then we'll remove it from the pot, and then we'll let it cool down some more, and we'll give it a taste. Actually, before I pull it out, let's check to see if it really is done. So I got a nice little wooden stick here. Nice and clean. She is done. I'm going to pull it out. Just let it cool down here for a moment or so. Probably I'm thinking about 15 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and get it out of the pan. So we'll be back. We'll let this cool down, and we'll check. It smells absolutely divine. So we'll be back. Well, we're back, and it's been about 30 minutes. Cool enough to the touch now. Now the tricky part, getting it out of there and onto here. So I'm thinking I'm going to put a little piece of parchment paper in here. I have a small enough plate that I think will fit in there, which it does. And now I'm going to try to flip it out. Oh, look at that. Nice. Now I should be able to flip this right back on. There we go. Our banana blueberry bread. Well, it's looking more like a cake since it's kind of round, but anyways. Wow, this smells fantastic. Now you're wondering, wow, why cook it in a rice cooker? Well, I didn't have to heat an oven up, number one. Number two, I know I'm kind of like a lot of other people that keeps a lot of pots and pans in my oven, so I didn't have to take all the pots and pans out either. Hey, and if you're like, you got a bunch of other things going on in your oven and you want to whip up a quick dessert or something and you don't have room to put it in your oven, well, rice cooker, why not? So there's a few reasons why, and I'm thinking all these other different things now that I want to try in my rice cooker. So alrighty, time to get in and taste this. We'll get a slice, still a little bit warm, which is good because I kind of like it warm. So we'll get in, get a slice of this, give it a taste, If it tastes anything like what it smells like, we're money here. Guarantee it. Look at that. Nice coloring all the way through. It's not burnt on the bottom. Nice and moist. That's the other thing about the rice cooker. Things come out so much more moist. And wow. You want to smell? Smells good, huh? Lori, does it smell good? She's not doing anything. She's just concentrating on doing the camera here. All right, let me go ahead and give this a bite. Wow. Bingo. This is so moist and light. That nice banana bread flavor married up with the blueberries. Whole different dimension. My fellow New Englanders, I know you're probably making that. If you're not, you need to. Actually, you don't even need to be a New Englander. Anybody can make this. Anybody should make this. Everybody should make it. You gotta try it. This episode shout out goes to all those sailors that were ever stationed in Maine. Yeah, we had a couple stations up there. Actually, we still have, well, it's not really a station, Bath Iron Works, where we build some ships and where you usually go for your pre-commissioning. And then there was Winter Harbor, Maine. And I don't know if it's still there, but I always wanted to get there, just above Bar Harbor. Anyways, this episode is dedicated to you. So, hey, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and most importantly, share. And after you're done watching this video, right over here, go ahead and click on this video. That's the video where I made blondies in my rice cooker, which they came out fantastic as well. So until next time, thanks, and we'll see you.
All I need are some better days, 'cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days.